was doing stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's
yeah.
Nita. It's too hot here. It's too hot.
It's hot here too, ladies.
I don't like it.
Good morning.
I had to put the AC on for the first time. Like I said, it's between the AC and the heat. I really do try to put things on at the very last minute. And just like last night, it just...
Me too, including clothes, which is why I'm still not wearing pants.
Oh, well, no. Yeah, I know. It's definitely not pants weather, that's for sure. Just the thought of pants makes me sweat.
Oh my God. All right. Good morning, everyone. It is July 3rd, which means tonight's going to suck ass because people confuse New Year's Eve with the 4th of July around here.
Oh.
And so instead of popping fireworks tomorrow, which they still will be doing, tonight at midnight, the redneck really comes out.
Last night it was thunderstorming and people were still lighting off fireworks. Like they were not going to be stopped. But
they are relentless.
Yeah, I know. Even though technically fireworks are illegal here, but hey, why let something like that get in the way? Yes, that's gonna be one of those days.
Yeah. I'm waking up.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
No, absolutely not. But hit
it. Oh, I gotta find the right one. Daphne.
What?
15 minutes.
15 minutes of what?
For them edibles hit.
Oh, no.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Did you take 1/4 or 1/6 or 1/8?
One whole.
Oh, no. Jesus. And the disciples are going to come into the office.
I'm feeling fancy.
Oh, no. Damn, you go a couple of days without edibles and you go completely bonkers when people send you care packages.
Everybody cares about me.
Oh, hey.
It's overwhelming. It's beautiful. I love it. All the support.
Oh my goodness. Good morning, everybody, on this very sultry morning over here. It's almost hitting 90 degrees in the office and it's humid. Good morning, Grant. So I'm not happy, but hey, we persevere. We persevere. How we survived. How we exactly.
It's always a weird show.
It always is, yes. But who's obviously Grant is joining us and Patrick is joining us
and random Facebook user.
Identify yourself.
Or come to YouTube.
Exactly. Whichever. So who else is in the chat?
That's it right now. George Medina.
Oh, hello, George. Hello, George. Good morning. Good morning. And yes, I see you, the 8 people watching me next to my giant eyeball, watching us from regions beyond. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us on, like I said, this very sweltering Monday. It's Monday, isn't it? Yes, it is. It is Monday. God damn, everything is going by so fast. It's like now that it's like, didn't we just do a Monday show?
It's Bill Shaner. Bill Shaner is random.
Bill Shaner. Hello.
Good morning, Bill.
Oh my goodness. So so I guess before I pass out from a heat stroke, I might as well get introductions in order. Oh my goodness, where am I? Yes, and hello everyone. My name is Daphne Lage, and I'm a cartoonist, illustrator, and comic book artist from New York. I've been self-publishing comics since 1992, and you know what that means.
Welcome to another edition of Throwdown.
And I am known for the Furry Fantasy Adventure Tall Tales, which just completed its a previous run on Kickstarter. Thank you so much for everybody who supported the campaign. I will be doing my final counts today and sending all the books out that I need to fulfill. So hopefully in about three to 4 weeks, I will start having packages going out for the campaign. So thank you so much. And next, coming up on the roster, I am also known for my mature audience's medieval fantasy drama, Eager Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, issue 7, coming back to Kickstarter, August 4th. It seems like I've been saying the wrong date this entire time. It's August 4th is the Friday that it will be launching on Kickstarter. So make sure you hit the link in the show notes below so that you can click on the notify button and actually get notified when the campaign really goes live. So yes, Eager Raven, Heir of the First Unicorn, issue 7, returning to Kickstarter August 4th. And that's coming up really quick as well. And in the meantime, you can read both my comics online at Tall Tales, TAILS online.com and egoworks.com, EGOWORKS. You can check out all my videos on how I make my comics here on YouTube at my channel, Daphne Lage, Lage Art, which also simulcasts through the Indie Comics Network. And to tell you more about it, here's Nita, who's still waiting for the edibles to hit. You're muted. Do you even know what tab you're in?
Oh, here I am.
It's like,
I really wanted to get this done for the show.
Oh, no.
Shit. Oh, well, whatever. My name is Nita Lanning. I'm a writer, vlogger, blogger, editor, fucking shoulder to cry on, whatever.
Right.
Whatever. I do everything in the background and nothing in the background at the same time. So, yeah. And I'm the producer of the Indie Comics Network on YouTube, which is a channel about indie comics, because it's in the title.
Right, exactly. And where can we find the channel?
IndieComicsNetwork.com.
It's .com.
Got. So yeah, like I said, hello, John. Hello, Visenia. Hello, and happy. Oh my God, Visenia did right. Yeah.
Happy belated birthday.
Yes, to Visenia. It's like I just happened to come in to your stream just as all hell was breaking loose, and I wasn't able to send you any greetings in the chat. But that's okay. I'm sending it to you now. Listen, she did 20. She was supposed to do 24. I think she made it to 22 hours.
21, 22 hours, something like that. She didn't quite make it.
Yeah, she didn't quite. But you know what? Look, I didn't make it. There's always a Homestar Runner reference here. But yeah, it's like, so it was just crazy watching. So Visenia had like a birthday live stream that just like, oh my God, I was exhausted for her at the end of it. But happy birthday, belated birthday, Visenia. Obviously, you had a really great time in spite of the hiccups at the beginning.
And guess what? She never did. She never passed out on the stream for 4 hours, and she didn't kick over her piss can.
Oh no!
Well, because actual people don't use piss cans. We go to the bathroom, Dale.
Oh no!
Okay, let's keep moving on.
So, keeping it classy here. Oh my goodness. So like I said, this week has been fast again. I'm not liking it. It's like now that we've reached officially the middle of 2023, it's now all the days are determined to go by as quickly as possible, and I am not liking it. So hey, yes, definitely do not recommend.
Oh my God, corny, lame, boo, tomato, I'm throwing tomatoes.
Yeah, I do not like it. I do not like it. But, we persevere anyway. And, and I guess, do you have any housekeeping you want to go over before?
Well, I did.
Oh,
Okay, so let's see. Okay, so like the schedule right now is there's been a couple of smaller changes since the last update. So Monday and Friday we've got the vlogs at 11 a.m. Monday evenings at 5:30 p.m. is Fyke It Let's Draw. Tuesdays 8:30 p.m. All times Eastern, by the way. Build a comic workshop. Wednesdays at 2:30. Nina has her show at 2:30. You have yours at 4. Then let's see, Thursdays at 1 we have Hung on Animation with Mike Jimmy. Thursdays at 8 p.m. is Thursday Night Throwdown with Hasm Productions. Friday morning Comics by Night. Friday morning Comics by Night. Okay, well, titles, whatever.
Right.
Technical things there. Anyway, there's Comics
morning.
by Night very early in the morning. And then Friday at 3 p.m., Allison will be returning with Arting with the AliKat. Sunday mornings, we have Sunday Funnies at 9 a.m. And Sunday evenings at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, JD Calderon hosts Talking Comics on a Sunday, where he has a roundtable discussion. And yes, and so these are the shows. And there are more actually coming up. We have some news starting on the 11th, but I'm going to actually do a commercial and get this shit organized.
There's a lot going on. Going on.
Yeah, lots going on.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So also another announcement that I have. Yeah, no. Take notes.
Link to the video will be included in the show notes.
There you go. Visenia is using her city sewage system as properly the way she's supposed to. Jesus Christ, it really is. Yeah, but what was I doing? Oh yeah, it's like now here it is. Yes. So I finally over the weekend I actually got confirmed. I will be attending Baltimore Comic-Con September 8th through the 10th, 2023 at the Baltimore Convention Center in Baltimore, Maryland. I had some things work out and it just turned out to be almost kismet that I was able to make it to Baltimore Comic-Con. So I got a confirmation for my table. I will be in Artist Alley. So if you're in the area, come say hi, come visit, come keep me company, because I will be by myself essentially.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna be so weird.
Well, technically I'll be with my sister, but because she lives in Baltimore, and it turned out that she was close enough to the convention center that I was like going, I could actually consider this. So so this is so it's going to be so it's going to be a fun time.
Nick's got jokes.
Oh no. So I will be there. Actually, no, Jose is not going.
Daphne's gonna be solo.
Yeah, I'm going to be flying solo. Like I said, I'm going out there to visit my sister, and she lives close enough to the convention center that I can actually do this. So I and that's the thing that I really started thinking about. It's like, holy shit, I'm doing a convention by myself. And so it really so I started pulling out all the books that I'm probably going to be bringing with me. There's a display that we haven't used in a while, because the thing is, though, it's like we don't own a yes, exactly, that's exactly how you do it. So I even checked to see how close she was to what was it, Heroes Con in I think like South Carolina, or is it North Carolina? I don't remember which of the Carolinas.
It's in Carolina.
Yeah, it's Carolina.
One of them banjo states.
Yeah, it's too far though. It's a 6-hour drive from Baltimore to South Carolina. So that's kind of, so I'll just be happy with Baltimore Comic-Con right now. So I was just like
we're gonna just miss each other. I'll be there.
No. That was a thing too. I mean, it's like it's the weekend before you come over.
I know, so, it's gonna be weird. You're gonna be in Baltimore, then you're going home, then I'm going to Baltimore, then to Philly, then to Jersey, then
I know. It's like, it's just ridiculous. It's like, and then we're going to, so it was just like it was like a whole strategic thing, because like I was like, oh no, it's in September. It's like, is this going to interfere? Yeah, it's like just right before you show up. We're gonna have a good
time. God, the way you say that. It's right before you show up. God like, damn. All right, I'm out. Whatever.
Well, I gotta clean the house, man. I gotta clean the house. Gotta wash the sheets.
Don't.
Gotta make sure the falafel truck is still in place when we go.
Oh my gosh.
So I have to, like, today I have to pull out my banner to make sure that everything's okay. And so I was just like setting up this whole strategy, like, holy shit, I'm going to be so what happens when you have to do a convention by yourself? Because usually, it's Jose is here. Usually we have friends that take us to conventions. We go as a group because we don't have a car. Of course I'm happy that she's coming. We got Jose is even taking the days off. So
no,
we can.
He's doing that because he's scared of to get you in trouble.
Oh no!
Work, Jose.
So, someone has to keep an eye on the both of us. That's what it is. Whoops. So, so especially after watching Jose's show last night, with his talking comics on a Sunday, I started really thinking about, like, okay, I'm going to be by myself. How am I going to do this? Because it's one thing when you have people who can help you at a
Is
at
your
a table.
Sister even going to be with you?
I'm not sure, because
she's got to have a piss buddy, Daphne.
Oh no, absolutely. She's going right, but I'm not expecting her to stay at the table the entire time.
I have to piss can.
It's like, it's going to be, it's like, but yeah, no, she's going to be. I'm thinking she's going to be hanging out, but it's been a while since she's been at a convention, so I know that she's going to be enjoying the show as a spectator. While I'm actually working. So, but the thing is, though, it's like, we're going to be switching off and whatnot, but, so one of the things that I was like really considering is the fact that I'm not a carnival barker.
No.
So that's always been a tough one for me. Like pitching at conventions. I don't like it when people do it to me. Like, that's why I don't like walking through Artist Alley, because I find it very difficult to just look at books without getting the pressure sale.
I've learned the Artist Alley trick.
What?
Put on headphones and sunglasses.
Well,
dead serious.
Yeah,
that way you could totally be doing this
right.
at the table and they don't even know.
Right.
Well, I mean, unless you stick your neck and shoulder out like that, then they will know. But
right,
you gotta like totally side eye the table.
Right. And it's like, and that's kind of, so that's why I don't really like, walking through Artist Alley. And the thing is, and a lot of it also has to do with, it kind of triggers my guilt as well, because I understand what they're doing. I know how it feels to be behind the table and wondering whether you're going to make sales or not. But it's like, but at the same time, I really don't like that pressure.
No.
And there are people who can get really, really overtly aggressive. It's like, look, I know what I like. I know what I'm going to spend my money on. I don't need you
right.
to like, So I was trying to come up with a way where I could kind of like pitch the books without pitching the book. I'm going to have a 6 foot by 2 foot, 2 foot by 6 foot table. So it's plenty of space for just me. But I still want to be able to like, put enough stuff down where people who don't like, we kind of have that mutual understanding is that we don't have to talk to each other, that people can still learn about the books without me saying anything. So what I was putting together yesterday, I started putting together yesterday. I had variations of this, but kind of knowing how my table is going to be laid out, I came up with these little table banners. So this is going to be on my table. So I have one for Eagle Raven and I have one for Tall Tales.
Oh, wow. So as little human contact as possible. Scan my QR code. Don't even fucking talk to me.
You know, yeah, you see, and that was the thing too. It's like QR codes, they feature prominently on whatever on the signs that I'm putting together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these like at the edge of the table, because look, it's kind of like the Blockbuster neck. Everyone's doing this. Everyone's walking the table like this, right? They're all looking down. So
because nobody wants to make eye contact,
right? So this way they don't have to make eye contact. So they're looking down already. They see the synopsis for Eagle Raven. Including the mature audience's label, right? They see, the thing for Tall Tales. They see the synopsis for Tall Tales, including, who it's recommended for. And then the QR code goes to the website. So this one goes to, EagleWorks. This one goes to Tall Tales Online. Either way, right? Either way, it's like I'm giving them every opportunity.
Everybody's down to their last dollar.
Yeah, the con
that's everybody
10
says
minutes
that.
ago.
I'm down to my last dollar.
People are down to their last dollar. It's like, it's so typical. So this way they get to know what the comics are about without having to talk to me if they don't want to. So I'm trying to because it's like, look, it's not like I'm just going to be silent. I'm just going to say like, hey, if you have any questions, feel free to look at everything on the table. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them. But the idea is to kind of like raise, remove as much barriers as possible to that. So, because also here's the thing too, where this will also be helpful when there's multiple people at the table.
Yes. Yeah.
So this way, whoever is just coming in, but maybe I'm talking to somebody, they could just get the gist of the books without having to interrupt. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a more comfortable experience for all of us, kind of. And also another thing, this one. So also, at least
you're going to an actual Comic-Con.
Yes,
Baltimore's like the last big Comic-Con.
Yeah, it's like I think it's left between that and Heroes Convention. That's why I looked at everywhere else is mostly
cosplay.
Because
Heroes
Convention. Because Heroes Convention and Baltimore Comic-Con, they're both owned by. They were both started and still owned by comic book store owners. So they know, so it's like, it's not Reed Pop, it's not anybody. I mean, you know what? I've seen conventions do that.
Daphne, talk to me, man. Don't touch me.
No, I've seen some conventions do that. They have ribbons that it's like, that say introvert, extrovert, and it's like, and kind of like, please talk to me. It's like, yeah, I know, right?
And that's why I quit going to conventions.
Yeah, no, for real. So I also did, I also did larger signs. Like these are more to go at the end, at each end of the table. So I figure I have different variations so that depending on like which show I go to, I feel like I'm going to any show, but I like to be prepared. Oh, there you go. I'm just missing everybody. Look at that. So I have larger versions of the same sign.
Right.
So I also have like a more generic. This goes to the website, and then here is another one for Eagle Raven. Like I said, like these are probably going to be at the end of the tables, and then these will be going along the edge. In between them. So that's something that I was thinking about. This one though, yeah, I know, right? No, sometimes that's what it feels like walking through Artist Alley. Too many people take after used car salesmen. And I honestly, I really don't appreciate it.
Dude, they had this one guy at MegaCon. he'd forget that he'd already hit you up as you were coming around the corner to get to Artist Alley. And one of my safety zones, because, I have social anxiety disorders, was with Mog Park behind her fucking booth while I was there. So I'm walking around and whatever, and I'm trying to get back to, and finally, at one time, it's like, it got to the point where I'd come around that corner and I'd just put my hand up.
Right.
Like, don't even fucking look at me, bro. Don't look at me. Don't talk to me.
Like, yeah. I mean, it's like, yeah. And it's like, but yeah, it's, and it comes off like a dick move, but it's like, but the thing is, it's like, yeah, that's why I don't want, go ahead, please. That's why I'm showing them off. So here's also another thing. So I was watching a previous video of JD Rosario. He had just come back from Awesome Con at Washington, D.C. And he was talking about, I guess he had forgotten, like he was talking about how he was putting, like he forgot to, of course. Yeah. Like the mailing list. So mailing list is incredibly important. I know it's kind of hard to pay attention, especially if there's a lot of people. Right. And so he was talking about the mailing list. So here's the thing. I used to have a thing where, you could physically sign up for a mailing list. And then later on, I would have to type in the information myself. But then what was happening was that it turned out to be incredibly inefficient because nobody knows how to spell their own email addresses. So most of the time, most of the emails that I would get were useless because either I can't read it or the MailChimp says that it's invalid. The email is invalid, and then it's like I don't know what to do with that. So so this time around, what I did was again more signs, trying to remove as many of these barriers as I can. So I made up these little signs that actually, if you have a phone right now,
have a good day, Michael.
You can scan and actually get those free PDFs.
Hold it down, tilt it back just a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, get that glare up. There we go.
So you can actually scan it if you want. So I'm going to have these on my table as well because look, it's like, you know what? It's the year of our Lord 2023, right? It's like everybody has a goddamn phone in their hands. So, so in the end, it's like, I figured it's like, you know what? I shouldn't have to ask people to write anything down.
Yeah, right. What the fuck's a pencil?
Right. Yeah.
They know how to, look, it's not even funny anymore.
Yeah, no,
but some of them only know how to type.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, a lot of the handwritten email addresses that I would get would either be outright wrong or they would be invalid. So waste of both of our times. This way, you scan the QR code, you go straight to the sign up page, you fill in your information, and we're done. You don't even need to stay at my table, for it. You just scan it and you can just walk off, and that's it. So that's what happened. Oh. Yeah, I mean, so that way, right? So that way, it's like, oh, what are you doing? It's like, oh, just scan the. Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good idea, right?
And a business card, Daphne, for people like for you gotta have that. Like, not everyone lives and dies by their phone. Just hand.
You know what? But 90% of them do.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. I mean, it's like, and like I said, I've most of the time the sign up thing is just
Patrick really hates his phone.
Yeah, well,
he only has to charge it every few weeks. Golly.
But also I'm going to have, business cards, of course, that has the QR code and my email address and all the information there. So it's just that collecting emails at a convention is just arduous enough. And it's like, and I don't like the idea of having a tablet or a computer on the table just so people can type it in. Yes, so
judgment.
Yes, I am. I have a lamination addiction too, because at least this way, I don't have to keep remaking the cards, I don't have to keep remaking my signs. I just have them laminated and they last. And then they pretty much, I don't make that many changes to them. Yes, I do have my own laminator, and yes, very much everything needs to be laminated. I also have I created another sign where, I'm going to have freebies on the table. It's like, and instead of just having a sign that says free, take one, it does double duty. Again, free, please take one and sign up while you're at it. So if I have business cards or bookmarks or whatnot, this sign is going to be right in front of it. So it's like, here's another opportunity for people to scan in and add themselves to my mailing list. Really, it's like, I am really, really trying every barrier that I could think of. I'm trying to lift off from this situation at my table so that I can more efficiently run it by myself. I want to make it also, it's like, here's the thing too. This is this type of shit that I myself appreciate, where it's like, I could just look at a sign and see what the book is about. Or it's like, it's like, I already know what I'm interested in, but, kind of like, the less that gets in the way of me making my decision, the better. And yes. I kind of feel like people, like the average people are the same way. It's like, they know what they want, they know what they're looking at, but the less that makes that gets in the way of them saying, yes, I want this, that's what I'm trying to do with this.
It's absolutely true, because let me tell you something. There's been tables, once they've started talking to me, like, I usually have this 30-second process in my brain from the second I walk up, because I want to interact with you if I don't know you, as little as fucking humanly possible.
Yeah.
Which means I want to either throw you my money or run away. Yeah. So I've got the first 15 seconds is am I gonna pick one of these up?
Yeah.
And that's it. That's all you got.
Are you the type that when you go to the same store every day, or like enough times that the person behind the counter knows your name, and then once they know your name, you feel like you can't go there anymore?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's yeah.
Oh,
I hate that shit. Yeah, it's like, no, we're not besties.
Right? It's like, we're not family here. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
I hate my family. Don't get comfortable with me.
Don't like. Now here's another thing. So this one I have to thank a friend of ours who he was visiting, and we were kind of, we were talking, sharing convention stories, and after, and he was, we were kind of like, just saying, like kind of like bouncing ideas off of each other. And he had said that what I should do. Yes, I do.
Label makers.
Yeah, yes, I do. yes, I do. And what he suggested. No, I agree. What he had suggested. Well,
I'm all for this. And I
used to do that when I was a lot younger. I used to wear a really, really tight Hooters t-shirt and some short shorts. Everyone's hot when they're 21. I used to do that. And although there was one San Diego Comic-Con where I had a different Renaissance Fair dress for every day I was there. Oh, it was great, but it was a nightmare to take everything with us, but it was fun. So the one thing that he suggested that I should do is have a sign that says, as seen on Kickstarter.
There you go.
And then what the QR code leads to is my profile page on Kickstarter.
Yes.
That shows all my previous campaigns. So,
not an active campaign, people. If you do this, your profile, please.
Well, this goes to my profile. However, I do want to see if I can make that connection between being at a convention and my Kickstarter. And what I'm going to do is at the campaign that is going to go live, because issue 7 just ends when I go to Baltimore. So there's no point in advertising issue 7. But the next campaign that comes after Baltimore is Medieval Unicorn Viking Slut. And what I'm thinking of doing, actually what I am going to do is that I'm going to create another sign. Again, I'm going to create another sign about this size that's saying, don't miss out on, it's like, don't miss me on Kickstarter. Don't miss out on, the next campaign, and then show the campaign and then have a QR code for the landing page. And then see what kind.
And we're going to get an iPad and set it up where it's just going to be a constant play of her trailer on repeat.
Like I said, if I felt more comfortable having like something like that on the table,
oh no, it'd be stolen the first time you sneeze.
I don't
blink and it should be gone.
That. Yeah. And also the fact that, it's like what a tablet, it only has battery life for like a couple of hours. So it's like, it's not like I'm going to be able to keep it on the table before it dies. Like I'm not going to get electricity. I'm not going to pay for electricity. Table costs me enough. I don't need to add another like $300 just for electricity. So I'm going to see if I can make that connection between being at a convention and then how many people can I get to sign up, who go to the pre-launch page for that next campaign. The only problem is that, okay, the name of the campaign is fucking Medieval Unicorn Viking Slut. How is that?
Just at the con, call it the Unicorn King's Daughter.
Well, you see, the thing is, that's not the title of the campaign.
I know, but goddamn, but they got the link.
I mean, it's like, look, they're going to have to, I don't know. They're just going to have to trust me on it. I mean, I'm going to have to do something with the sign that says this is a 3, I'm just going to have to do something clear with the sign as to what the campaign is about. And again, it's like, look, it's just going to be the one sign, and then we're going to see if we can. Yeah. So that's what he suggested to me, as seen on Kickstarter.
Yeah, like
so that it's like, why have I never heard of you before? Because here's why, because I'm on Kickstarter. So that's pretty much my strategy when it comes to the table signs. So remember when I was talking about the last chapter of the 1 hour content plan? And we were talking about,
not sponsored.
Exactly. We were talking about how to use like fan art to attract people who would actually be interested in your work. I mean, My mistake with fan art was that I was doing fan art that was a little too generic and not really related to the types of books that I was that I was selling. So it was very difficult for me to make that transition from a person who's buying my Deadpool print to wanting to look at Tall Tales. Like there's usually no connection there. So this time, now here's also the thing with this show. The idea is to purchase as little new items as possible. I was thinking of getting another banner. I scrapped that idea because the setup that I had, only one banner would work. And you know what? I don't want to spend another $300 on a new banner. It's like, all the books that I'm going to have, I'm restocking because I have to buy all the books for Tall Tales campaign. So I'm going to use that opportunity to restock as much as I can to have for the convention. So this is stuff I'm going to have anyway, that I was going to have anyway, regardless. Now, in terms of so the fan art. So I'm talking about fan art. And I remembered that I still have a couple of leftovers of sketchbooks. So here is the original sketchbook that I did on Kickstarter. This is all fan art inside. Look, even make sure to put Deadpool on the back, right? So at least this is a sketchbook that's like, okay, if they're going to buy something, at least I can, move a couple of these, right? But, and I'm going to do that with also my other furry. I have a couple of furry sketchbooks left over as well. So I'm going to be taking my sketchbooks to have on the table as something different, something, so I'm going to be using these. Now, in terms of like prints, I forgot that I had this. So this was a special print that I did this is from the House of Bob campaign. This was the bonus print that everybody got. And I got like a good stack, not that many of these prints. And I think that they're kind of clean enough that I don't have to worry about it, being awkward on the table. I have a kind of now when I did my fan art book, there was we never made it to the bonus print, which was a standard Rocket Raccoon fan art print. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print up probably like 50 of the matching Rocket Raccoon print. So I'm going to have this Barbarella Rocket Raccoon, and then I'm going to have the regular Rocket Raccoon. So those would be my two fan art prints on the table, because Rocket is an easy transition to either of my books. So this is how I'm going to try to be able to get people who are not, who wouldn't be familiar with my book. At least they can, they recognize this. They recognize Deadpool. It's one of my sketchbooks, and then they'll see the print. It's like, oh, sexy Rocket Raccoon or something. And I'm also going to have my fan art stickers, so I have these, so it's like, so here
I thought the Chibi Skeletor was sold out.
That's
the only reason I don't have one.
Oh, well, we will change that. So I have, here's my Uncle Mikey, here is my furry Judy Hopps, here's another Rocket, so here's a Rocket sticker. So, and then it's like, oh, here's my, very timely. We're back. Very timely. I have my Nick Fury sticker. Here's another raccoon sticker. So these my Breaking Bad minion, and then my furry mini stickers. So these are going to be the extent of my fan art that I'm going to have on the table, to kind of like utilize that as a way of attracting people without actually making anything new. Because I have it. I have this stuff here. So, and then of course I have also.
Beth said something earlier that I completely I kept thinking I was going to pull it up, but now I can't find the fucking comment. She said something about having space to draw on the table.
Oh yeah, that's always
because if you're busy, people you'll think you're too busy to talk to them. So therefore, they're not going to just interrupt you just to waste your fucking time. Because God knows there are people that will walk up to your table just to waste your fucking time.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
People that are going to interrupt you while you're busy will more likely buy something. Right.
Yeah, the con barnacles. No. That's also another thing too. Oh, so again with the fan art. So I have my little fan art buttons as well. Like I said, very timely. My Nick Fury is judging you. And then I have, my Rocket Raccoon pins. So I have that kind of like that fan art connection on the table to attract people, so that it's like yes, exactly. The thing, because because also what they were talking about on the show yesterday is how you kind of need like tchotchkes like this on your table in order to kind of like actually make money, or to and like I said, it's like the answer is yes, but now thanks to that book I have a better idea as to what I have to specifically do on my table in order to connect the fan art to my work. And and doing sketches on the table. So what I'm going to do as well to take advantage of the fan art aspect of this side of the table is I have a whole stack of sketch covers. Like I have some Mickey Mouse comics. I have some My Little Ponies. I have some Rocket Raccoon ones. And I'm going to take those with me, and I'm going to do fan art sketch covers at the table. But at least the fan art will be directly related to what I'm selling.
Right.
You know, I'm doing a Rocket Raccoon. It's like, oh, you like Rocket Raccoon? Check out Tall Tales. You know, it's like,
right.
Don't check out Eager Raven, because Morgan is he's a direct descendant of that foundation. So and Morgan actually represents both Rocket Raccoon and Elf Quest in one character. So that's, so I will be able to use my fan art to finally make that connection. And now I don't feel so bad, because now I understand what I have to do. That's why I swear to God, that book was an eye opener. That it made me understand what I was doing wrong, that why fan art wasn't working for me. And it's like, oh, it's the wrong bait. It's like, it was the wrong bait I was using. So that's what I was like really thinking about. It's like, okay, what am I going to take? Like I said, I don't want to, overload myself with stuff. I don't want to buy anything new. Probably the only thing I want to buy is that Rocket Raccoon print, fan art print, so that, I have the two. And, but pretty much it's like, I think that, I'm trying to keep my cost as low as possible. So being able to kind of sort out everything and realizing it's like, oh, I really don't have to buy that much. And whatever I do have to buy, I need to buy anyway. Because I always like, of course, because I have the, so there you go. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, Pulse-tober is like a perfect example of that, where you directly correlate that fan art to your comic. Exactly. The way Sam Vera, he does an entire series of his character Duty from There's an Alien in My Toilet. He has a whole series. Exactly. Mine is
which is fucking incredible, by the way. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Bess has mad talent and skills, y'all.
No,
like really check her out. Follow her on Twitch. Because she doesn't want to be on YouTube with us.
Well, no, because what it is she's beginning to put her stuff on YouTube now. I guess Twitch is acting up, and she's trying to find backup for all her videos. So she's slowly moving on to YouTube. But follow her mostly on Twitch and at ViseniaDesigns.com. So I'm trying to keep the cost low. At least I don't have to worry about hotel. When it comes to food, I don't need to worry about that, because
don't eat the Papa John's pizza.
No, we don't.
Don't.
We don't know. Also, I can't really eat cheese, so that's not.
But there's even something more toxic about their cheese at a con. I'm dead serious. Just
right. No, we don't.
Away from that shit.
But the thing is, though, because my sister is coming to get me. She's driving me to Baltimore, so it's not like I have to worry about travel expenses, except for, I was about to say gas, but she has an electric car, so I don't have to worry about that.
You just had a reminder to plug it in.
Yes, no, it's true. It's like I actually had to find her plug here, so that that's true.
Go charge your car. We gotta leave in the morning.
No, for real. That's exactly how it works. It's like the fucking thing is like a giant cell phone. You have to make sure it's plugged in. It has little lights and everything, just like a cell phone.
Oh my God.
It's ridiculous. So that also, it means that I don't have to worry about what I'm going to be able to take with me, because we're in a car. So I can take a couple of bins. I can take my display. It's like I can not worry too much about what I can or can't take. Any other, honestly, if it wasn't for that, I couldn't go to this convention. Right. I don't drive. Well, I drive, but I don't have a car. So, we have, so that's really, yeah. So no pizza, pizza.
Don't ever.
Right. And when it comes to a furry convention, I don't want to know what happened.
And at a furry convention, don't eat at all.
Oh yeah, exactly. So, so also I could bring my own food. Because it's like, yeah, I do have, it's like, I do have some intolerances that I got to take care of. So it's usually easier for me to bring my own food, so I don't have to worry about that. So pretty much, the thing that I mostly have to worry about making back is the cost of my table, my artist alley table, which cost me about $300.
Oh, you'll make that back.
Yeah, I think so. I'm feeling it. Once I was like looking over everything, I kind of feel good about it. Right. And like I said, this is a comic book convention.
Yes, this isn't. You're not going to compete with celebrities. No.
It's like I'm not competing.
You're not competing with the Hobbits, Daphne. That's
right? Yeah, no, that was San Diego. Really, that was San Diego Comic-Con. And to tell you the truth, I mean, honestly, San Diego, I still consider a really, really good show. It's just that it's such an ordeal to get there. Especially when you're talking about the hotel lottery. I mean, just paying for a table and getting into the show, that's the easy part. Getting a badge, that's the easy part. It's getting the winning the hotel lottery. Right. It's like, and you're paying, and even then you're still paying premium for a shitty hotel room that would have cost $70 off season. But now you're paying close to $200 or more a night. It's like the flights are expensive. So it's like, and then the logistics of having to carry what you can, and then shipping FedEx, and then having to pay the extra money for the hotel. I mean, really, the convention's the easy part. It's everything else around it that's a nightmare. So it's like, it's a shame, because like I said, I would have, liked to have continued going to San Diego, but it's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm feeling good about Baltimore because, like I said, it is an actual comic book convention. Everybody they have listed pretty much is comic book related. They host the Ringo Awards there. I mean, it's, and like I said, the only other convention I would probably consider is Heroes Con. But again, I can't get there unless, there was a whole group of us going and, I could take my stuff. So I don't know. So I'm going to take what I can get. So we're going to go to Baltimore. I think that even what little I have, I feel pretty prepared. I have a bin that I checked the other day that has all my essentials. It has my square reader. It has, all my supplies. It has my tapes. It has my scissors. It has lanyards. It's like mosquito bite stuff. Like, it really is kind of like a first aid kit for a convention. That I checked over the other day to make sure I kind of had everything there. Oh, the only other thing that I bought was I bought paper bags. I was able to, I mean, it's like, I was, so it's like for like $16, I bought like a pack of 50 of these white paper bags. Usually they're for parties. But what I wanted to do was I have a couple of stickers that like kind of like logo stickers that I want to put on them. And because it's not that many, I didn't feel like it's like I said, I spent $16 on this pack. And I thought that maybe it would just be like kind of like nicer to have a paper bag with a handle for everybody to carry their stuff in, as opposed to like what I usually do is grab like leftover Chinese food bags, plastic bags.
Look at you being all classy.
So it's like, I just thought it would like, what? It's like, since I'm keeping my costs really, really low, I didn't think spending $16 on paper.
No, you get to be a little extra. And they'll be like, "What's in your bag?"
You know, right, exactly. You know,
and like, so yeah, there you go.
You know, so it's like, you know, and it's like, look, I'll still have the Chinese food bags anyway if I happen to run out. And it's like, look, if I'm able to make that many sales that I can run out of bags, I think I'll be doing okay. You know, so it was just, you know, a little experimental thing for me to do. So it's like, okay, you know, it's like, I'm not, like I said, I'm trying to keep my costs very low on this. So yeah, so that's going to be me at Baltimore Comic-Con, September 8th through the 10th. Yeah, so the whole idea with my table setup is to not talk to anybody as long as possible. No, it's like, just kind of like I said, it's like I want to make a comfortable experience between, you know, for me and the potential customers or anybody just walking by my table. I don't want anybody to feel pressured. Like, I mean, really, it's like, I mean, like I said, I know what I like. I know what I want to spend my money on.
Right.
You know, so it's like, you know, if I have
so does most everyone else.
If I have to pressure you to buy something off my table, it means you really don't want it. You know, and it's like, you know, I want you to want what I'm offering.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's like, and also it's like in the end, you know, it's like, look, you're buying it for the story. You know, it's like if you buy any of my books, the story is going to make buying it worth it. You know, not because, you know, you felt pressured to buy it or something. It's like, no, you bought one of my books because you were intrigued by it and you enjoyed the story, which made it worth your money.
Right.
So that's, you know, so like, you know, so, and I
and
want
then
to,
the
like,
sale has double the value.
Right, exactly. And it's like, you know, again, it's about being more efficient with my time. I mean, pressuring people, carnival barking is not an efficient use of my time, you know, and especially, you know, because that is exhausting for me. You know, it's like, it's the reason why conventions are very, very tiring for me if I'm constantly like on, you know, and I'd rather not. And if making these signs and having a really attractive, you know what, when I used to go to anime conventions, or I see, you know, I go, you know, so, or when I see videos of people at anime conventions, they don't carnival bark at anime conventions. You know, when you go into Artist Alley and you have like the 17-year-old girls selling their prints and keychains and shit, I've never seen them carnival bark.
No.
You know, and they have no problem selling their stuff. Now, granted, they're also, you know, running on the idea that you're coming to their table because they drew a picture of your favorite anime character. Right. You know, again, kind of using the fan art. You know, they're selling fan art. But the thing is, though, it's like they're not carnival barking. So it's like I don't feel like why do I have to carnival bark? You know, like I said, it's like, are you into fantasy? Are you into Lord of the Rings? Are you into furries? Or, you know, it's like, are you into kind of reverse harem manga, you know, type of books? Reverse harem manga. You know, it's like, if you're into that, come on over to my table. Check out my books. You know, it's like, you know, it's like, you know, it's like, you know, it's like I probably have something here that I think that you will enjoy. And it's like, and that's kind of how I want the vibe to be. It's like, you know, come on over. It's like, do you like Lord of the Rings? Do you like Chronicles of War? Do you like The Witcher? Come on over. Come on over. I got something for you. You know. Yeah, while you're while you're at it, why don't you scan my QR code? Scan my QR code and get on my mailing list so that you can also see what else I have on Kickstarter. Right?
Look at you. I'm so proud of you, Lage.
You know, I mean, you know, look, it's like, look, I'm just by catering to my neuroses, I take care of you. So also, and like I said, because I'm going to be, it's like, look, I'm not going to make my sister work the table. If she wants to enjoy the show as a fan.
No, as long as she's there to hey, I got to go to the bathroom. Where you at?
No, yeah, it's like I need you to go to Whole Foods or something,
Right,
right. It's like, I understand it. It's like I'm sweating, but I feel dry. It's like, it's ridiculous. It's like I have to use more moisturizer during the summer than I do during the winter.
Yeah.
But so this way I'm just trying to make my setup efficient for me to work the table as a solo creator without feeling like I'm being bombarded at all sides, or feel like I have to I have to bombard people. It's like, oh my God, there's 5 people at the table. I'll acknowledge everybody, because if it's the one thing I do hate, though, is walking into a store and seeing the people who work there completely ignore me. That's different. We're not talking about that. I'm not talking about ignoring people that come to my table. I want to acknowledge them without feeling like having to pressure them. Like I said, it's like, hey, how you doing? Feel free to check out any of my books. Descriptions are on the table, but if you have any more questions, feel free to ask. I'm the artist and blah, 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 and yada, yada. And then kind of keep it more conversational rather than, hey, nice costume. It's like, hey, what's your favorite comic? It's like, I see that shit all the time, and it's just absolute cringe. It absolute cringe.
That what's your favorite comic as you're walking up to their table bothers me the most.
Hey, are you enjoying the show?
It's like,
yeah. Say, hey, are you enjoying the show? Yeah, come on over. It's like, here.
No, don't talk to me. Right, don't touch me. Don't look at me.
Yes, exactly. So, so that's kind of the strategy that I have. Oh, I know we're at the top of the hour, but I need to toss this question out. I need to toss this question. I kind of know the answer to this, and I kind of know how I'm going to work this, but I just want to get an overall idea.
Just do it already.
So, when I go to Baltimore, it's literally going to be the week after Ego Raven issue 7 ends on Kickstarter.
Right.
Now, here's the thing. I kind of know what the answer is, but
no, Daphne, nope. The answer is no.
Right. It's like, do not have issue 7 issue 7
not until it's in the hands of your backers.
Mm-hmm.
Do not do it.
I just wanted to. I just wanted
keep
to
it classy.
Keep it classy, because I just wanted to get that out there, because that is something that is going to happen. That I'm going to be at the end of a campaign, and because my book is done, I could just as easily print stock for Baltimore, but because of my Kickstarter fans that made the book possible, they get the book first.
That's
before
right.
the people at the convention do. So that's something for everybody to remember here. That it's like, especially if you're selling most of your work on Kickstarter, it's just etiquette. It's just good etiquette that the people on your Kicks who supported you on Kickstarter get the books first before before
you knew where that was going.
Yeah, before you bring it to a convention.
I do like this. Or do it you can even have a package deal if you want it, where if they want to buy all 7 books, fine. But here's a card. After my backers, when I mail out for my Kickstarter backers, I will mail you out issue 7 as well. Or figure something out where you can still sell it at the convention, but nobody gets it before your backers.
Right. Who said that? Was that Patrick?
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You know what? That's something I might think of. I have to figure out a way to do that, where they can prepay. Oh, wait a minute.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. We're gonna brainstorm this a little bit and figure something out. Where that people could buy the book at the convention, but it gets shipped out later.
Right. When you ship to your backers.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So we're definitely. Thank you, Patrick. That's why I ask these things on the show. So yeah, we're gonna think of something with that. So that's kind of, my strategy for flying solo at Baltimore Comic-Con. Like I said, I will be at Baltimore September 8th through the 10th, 2023 at the Baltimore Convention Center in Baltimore, Maryland. I will be in the Artist Alley. I don't have a table number yet. I don't know if they've done I have to check the website. They have me on there on the website, but I don't see I don't see a map or table numbers for everybody. So when that becomes available, I'll obviously update the graphic. So, but yeah, so beginning of July and already it's like, okay, how do I get ready for this show in September? So, but you know what? I just treat it like a Kickstarter. Just get everything done in advance and we don't have to worry about it. So do you have any final thoughts about
that Friday morning while Daphne's gone on the vlogs? There's going to be an open house party. I'm going to invite a whole bunch of fucking people, and we're going to do drugs, and we're gonna talk about sex, and there'll be violence, and so tune in. I'm going to trash the place.
All right. Okay. That's right, because I won't be here. Actually, I might not be there. Might not be here on that Monday to that Friday because I have to get to Baltimore early in order to, So there might be 2 episodes. So
shit in the ground.
Yes. So because I'm going to be at a convention, so might as well get used to that, right?
It's going to be 2 weeks of chaos for us.
Right. Yes. Exactly.
I will be streaming them, but the vlogs that Monday that I come in, we might do an afternoon vlog.
Right, we might do
a later afternoon.
Yeah, we might do a special vlog while she's here. Like I said, I'm going to grab
live from New York.
Yeah, it's like I'm going to squish her right here. She's going to be sitting in that chair.
I'll just sit at your kitchen table with my laptop.
And we're just going to be screaming at each other. So it's going to be, so September is going to be an interesting set of shows.
Hang tight.
So that's it for us today on this not so bad. Okay, it's a little bit better today. It's a little. It was a little. I'm still sweaty. It doesn't matter. You know what? It doesn't matter. Thank you so much to everybody in the chat. Thank you so much to the 8 eyeball people on my screen. So thank you everybody for joining us on this Monday morning. So tomorrow is the 4th of July. Like I said, don't blow off your fingers. We all got work to do. You need your fingers. Don't stick your face on top of the firework as you're lighting it.
Oh my gosh.
Really, it's like it's
run as soon as you light jumping jacks. That's a trick I learned. My brother had one of those that jumped. Okay, this is a true story real quick. Like he was wearing like these rubber boots because out here we always have to wear boots because it's muddy as fuck in the yards all the time. But anyway, he got those jumping jacks, the ones that are just the little spinners that are like off the ground, right? Pretty harmless fucking firework. We give them to toddlers out here in Louisiana because that's what they do. But anyway, he lit that fucker and didn't run back far enough, and it jumped in his boot on the first jump and went off his foot.
I got a snake in my boot.
It fucked him up. But anyway, that's a funny story.
All right. Well, yeah. Remember, me getting a hangnail is a tragedy. You getting a firework stuck in your boot is a comedy. Woo! So if you want to see more of my artwork, learn more about me, my artwork, my comics, my upcoming campaigns, all that fun stuff, you're going to head on over to my main portfolio site at egoworks.com, EGOWRKS, where you can find links to all of my galleries and social media sites, but I mostly post to Facebook. If you're interested in seeing sketches and work in progress and whatever live updates I might have at the moment. And remember that you can watch my videos here on YouTube at my channel at Daphne Lage, Lage Art. You can see videos of how I make my comics, my artwork, and also my usually semi-weekly art live streams every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern as well. And remember, you can read can read. You can read. You can read. Yes, there we go. I can't find anything. You can read Eager Raven, Air the First Unicorn for free, uploading every day, Monday through Friday. And remember that Eager Raven issue 7 launches August 4th. Link is in the show notes below so that you can get notified when the campaign goes live. But you can read Eagle Raven for free in the meantime at my website at eagleworks.com. But if you prefer your fantasy to be more of a furry Lord of the Rings adventure, you can follow the link over to Tall Tales, TAILS online.com. And not only can you read the first 20 issues of Tall Tales for free, you can catch up on the latest story arc, Tears of the Mother, which is also currently uploading Monday through Friday. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us on this Monday. Remember, don't blow off your fingers. And in the words of the ancients, eat your food, moisturize, mind your business. And do the work, because when you actually do the work, you never have to fake any of your accomplishments. Thank you so much again, and we'll talk to you next time.
Toodles.